Good day, everybody. How are we? Welcome to my studio once again. I hope everybody's well on this lovely day. It's beautiful here today, like it's really nice and cool. Yeah, it's a nice break from the heat. So anyway, Holy Spirit, Holy Ancestors, Holy Spirit Guides, please give us the collective a beautiful, I was going to say beautiful, clean. I don't know why I'm saying clean. Beautiful, clean, clear message for the collective, please. What do they need to hear today? No weapon formed against us, for myself and the collective. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. All negative energy projections will be returned to sender immediately or dissolved into the ether, deemed ineffective as the Holy Spirit sees fit. What does the collective need to know today? We have somebody's in their north node in the future. So somebody's already in their north node. And because they've gained some sort of balance here. That's good. Somebody's already in their future. They're in their north node. They're in their purpose. Okay, and this is because they have gained balance. What else does the collective need to know? Keep us protected during this reading, please, Holy Spirit. Myself and the collective, keep us protected during the meeting. Well, we're having a meeting now. Somebody may be having a meeting. During and after our communication. When do I say meeting? Somebody's having a meeting. Somebody's having a communication. Ascendant. Entrance. Somebody has ascended. Somebody has, we know that somebody's walked into their north node because they found balance in communication and making an entrance, ascending. Somebody has ascended. Ascension. I'm hearing ascension. Someone's made an entrance, maybe to some sort of meeting, to communicate something about their future. Interesting. Somebody's gained some sort of balance anyway. Ascension, I'm hearing. I just keep hearing this. Ascension, ascension. There's something else there. What else? Descendant, invitation. So you got ascendant and descendant. You got both. Ascendant and descendant. So this can be, look at this. This is quite, I was going to say extraordinary. Look, there's two cards together. Look. Meeting. Look. I can't believe that. That is so awesome. So this is the ascended and the descended. So these are past lives coming together, or descendants coming together with the ascendants. Those in the future and those in the past have come together to make a whole. Look at that. This is like amazing. Look, the pattern of realignment, ascended, realignment, repatterning. This is realigning the star codes, astro star codes. This is what these are. And this is the realignment of the pattern of natural law. Natural patterning, natural law. The recalibration, the realignment of natural law, natural pattern, natural codes. You see? With the ascendants coming together with the descendants. Wow. Ascended masters and the descended. Those from the past are now in the future. They've made an entrance and the descendants' invitation. This is like the descendants being invited to recalibrate, realign, recalibrate the patterning of natural law. My goodness. And we have the ascended masters. Invited those of the past. So the descendants are invited up to the ascended. This is amazing. I'm blown away by how that just came out. So, ooh, somebody's under review, and I just get this pain in my shoulder. Somebody's under review, or something is under review. So this is retrograde. A journey's progression is under review. So this is somebody's life path under review. Somebody's journey is under review. This is like a bringing together the past and the future. And this is like an analysation of the progress of a journey. Progression, somebody's journey progression, somebody's progression in a journey. Somebody is reviewing. So something is coming back around. And with the ascendant and descendant here, this is like the old coming towards the new. This is making a whole. Two halves making a whole. And this is also giving me that same feeling, the tension. Square, semi-square. Square, semi-square. Quincux. So, have I said that right? Quincunux. Canucks? The tension of two sides, two halves. The tension of two halves coming together. Square, semi-square. This is like taking the past and the present, analysing the journey of these two, I was going to say areas, or these two sides, and how they come together. They're coming together, like it's kind of inevitable. Two sides coming together, the entrance, the invitation, the ascended and the descended. It's just like yin and yang type energy. The past and the future. But you see, it's taken both of these to make a whole. This is like dark and light energy. I love this. I really love this. See? And this is the whole frequency of the Ascended Masters. Look, there's the whole rainbow there. It's the whole pattern. Like, whereas before we were only half each. This has come together. And this journey, getting to this, somebody's journey has got to this. Complete balance with Libra here. in the third house, communication, because these two are communicating. The two halves are communicating in the North Node in the future. So the journey is under review. The progression of the journey for two sides coming together is under review, and it is causing a tension. We're in a... So the two halves are coming together, but the journey is under review of coming to this point. And there's communication here, but there is tension within this communication. Wow, I love these cards. We've got the past at the bottom of the deck, the South Node. Leo. Okay, clarify the future, the North Node, please, Spirit. Clarify the North Node. Ace of Cups. Love. Someone's got a big old cup of love there. This is where we expect the future to be. In the North Node is where we love, you know. This is coming together in love. Clarify this Ace of Cups with balance. The Sun, in which somebody is looking forward to love and happiness. Look at that. This is what somebody is looking forward to, this love and happiness in the North Node. I love this. I love it. Balance, clarify, Libra. Somebody's healing. Something is over. Somebody's got their guard down. Something is over and never to be returned. Somebody's gaining balance and they've got their guard down. Seven of Wands in reverse, the Fool in reverse. Somebody's no fool, they're healing. Somebody is no fool, they are healing and they've got their guard down. This is being open to being vulnerable. Like, it's taken that guard down. It's not, it's healing from the past. They're gaining some balance here and they're looking forward to the future. But they're still in this healing energy. But they're ending, this is ending all those old cycles of the past that were in the South Node. And then I feel that somebody in the third house is, this is the third house of communication, is coming forward to communicate. Hang on a minute, let me just, these cards are getting very old and they kind of stick together. So I've got a brand new set and an old set. Oh, so there we go, the opposites again. So this is all about like those opposites coming together. So I've got brand new and I've got the old working together. Communication, clarify the communication. I've gained balance. Yeah, again, balance. We've got communication about some sort of finances, perhaps. Or somebody wants to balance out some financial situation. They want to communicate that they were not loyal. Or a family member was not loyal here. Somebody was not loyal in the finance. There was a bad investment. Okay. Clarify the ascendant, please. The entrance. Ascension. I kept hearing ascension. Somebody is ascending. Somebody is an ascended master. Oh, yeah, no conflict. Somebody doesn't want conflict. Coming forward, they don't want to come into conflict. They are burdened that they have no other choice but to come forward. Or to communicate that they were not loyal. They're being vulnerable and they're going to communicate their disloyalty. It is a burden, but they have no choice. They need to come out of some sort of conflict. They don't want conflict. Somebody does not want conflict. So the invitation, the descendant, this is the past, the descendant, clarify the descendant. Someone from the past is under judgment. So somebody from the past is under judgment and they have to communicate. Judgment, it landed on the Four of Swords, the healing, the Three of Cups. There was a third party. They're under judgment for this third party. In the past. What's this review? So we've got retrograde review, a King of Pentacles. It could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus. Doesn't have to be. Again, I'm seeing this wolf here, or this dog. Again, now somebody under review may want to be loyal. So they've gone from disloyal and now they want to come together and be loyal. That's good. Clarify this King of Pentacles, please, and the review. This is a Queen of Pentacles. Look. The match. King and Queen of Pentacles. So this is definitely a couple. Retrograde review. So something from the past is coming back. Somebody wants to be loyal now. They were not loyal in the past. They have to communicate this, that there was a third party. And for them to be able to move forward and balance something out, they have to express this. Bottom of the deck, we've got a King of Wands in reverse. So somebody was arrogant. Clarify the journey and the progression. So the progression of someone's journey is being communicated or reviewed, how somebody got to. So yeah, there's a decision that has been made. The Queen of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. What is this decision with the Two of Swords, please, in reverse? The Two of Swords. Somebody might be in jail. Or they're going to be. So somebody could be going for a journey. A decision's being made and somebody could be going to jail. That's the journey. They're going for a journey in jail. Damn, because we're moving towards, this is a linear, I've got this as a linear sort of reading here. Although, this is, the reading starts in the future, where somebody's actually looking forward to love and happiness, but this progression and this journey needs to be reviewed. They're under review, and they have to communicate about the past. They have to drop their guard. They have to be vulnerable. They don't want conflict. They are burdened by this, but they have no choice. So they're under judgment for having a third party. They could be being reviewed by this King and Queen of Pentacles. So a third party could be being reviewed by a couple. It's almost like an interrogation, it feels like. So somebody's following somebody's journey. It's like somebody could be all in their head about this, or they could actually be going to jail. They could be actually under, because we've got judgment here. Somebody could actually be, this is almost giving me like somebody standing in court and they're being cross-examined. It could be this couple under review, or this couple is got somebody else under review about not being loyal, and they're in their head about the journey, the progress, how something progressed into what it is. So this is with the ascendant and descendant, the past and the future. Wow, with the North Node, and of course we've seen the South Node at the bottom of the deck before. Oh, well, yeah, it's there. Okay, so this is causing a tension. So we have a lot of tension within this situation, that there was a bad investment. Okay, clarify this bad investment. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. There's a lot of tension surrounding this situation of a single person. Somebody invested in a single person, or they may have been pretending they were a single person, but this is a deception in reverse, or a thief in reverse. Somebody may have been pretending they made a bad investment for pretending to be single, perhaps, or there was an investment with a single person. A single person, the devil. So they may have been invested in addictions of some sort. It was a bad investment. We've got a lot of swords here in this part of the journey. Somebody could be talking about their swords journey, you know, this tension under a devil dictatorship. I've got like dictated to by the devil. Somebody could be blaming the devil, you know, oh, the devil made me do it. It could be somebody's addiction. Okay. This is somebody's family. There's an Emperor in reverse. Oh, and a High Priestess in reverse. So this is a couple. High Priestess and a Emperor in reverse. And then we've got the Death and Rebirth in a family. Right? Oh. Oh. This could be two passed away energies in a family, like literally. Somebody is not at a loss. We have a Hierophant. Somebody's not troubled by this truth. but there's no communication. Somebody's not communicating the truth. But now they have to, right? Because this is what we've got here. Somebody has to open up and be vulnerable because they were disloyal. They don't want conflict, but they don't have a choice. There could be 3 people under judgment. Clarify this devil energy and the 7 of Swords in reverse. Like somebody's saying there's no deception. There was no deception, or this could have actually been the devil. Yeah, somebody's very, very sad. Geez, the colours here are very dark. 5 of Cups. Clarify. Somebody was sad about money or not getting an offer or losing an offer. Somebody may have lost an offer. Somebody may have chosen to be single. Somebody might have decided that it was, or someone was about investment, and so they chose to be single. So this is like declining an offer. But this somehow is coming out of devil energy. So it seems a bit contradictory. Somebody may have declined an offer because they may have thought it was about investment, or it actually was about investment. Somebody declined an offer. Because of somebody's journey, and it could have been because of somebody's past. Somebody could have judged somebody for their past. It may have caused tension, and so somebody declined an offer because they could see, they could have chosen to be single because they could see some sort of devilish energy. They could have been in their head about it. Or this could be somebody that's been in jail, because this is coming under the progress of somebody's progress. So developing, how did they get to, okay, so this is where, how did they get to this point in time with the devil, which causes this tension, and it could be somebody's addictions. How did they get to this point in time, their journey? And it could be that somebody was in jail, but how did they get there? So somebody has to be open and vulnerable here to be able to get into their north node and receive this love and happiness is what they want. But they have to balance things out and be vulnerable and open about how they were disloyal in the past. They have to communicate this. But this person doesn't want any tension. This is a burden to them, but they don't have a choice. Because this, I know 3 of Cups is under judgment, or they're under judgment for a third party. The King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles are under review. It could be this couple that are under review, or this couple is reviewing someone else, the third party. I feel more like this couple is under review. And so this being retrograde, this is the past coming back to bite them, because the journey is being seen. The journey has been seen. It was about their decisions that they made had put them into this binding situation. It was about investment, and it caused a lot of tension, and for somebody to be single. This single person could be that third party person who was seen as devil energy and not to be invested. So somebody never made someone an offer. So clarify this devil energy. So we've got a King of Wands is heartbroken. Oh dear. So this could be somebody that the collective has declined because perhaps they were married. Perhaps the collective is the third party. And we're seeing a couple here. So we've got 3 people. King of Wands, 3 of Swords. So this person is heartbroken because they may have made because their effort may have been declined because of their devilish ways. They're sad about it. Or because of their addictions. They may have been addicted to something. And that's why somebody chose to stay single or sovereign. Sovereign is the language. You've got a star in reverse. Somebody who's not a star. Temperance. They were not tempted. So the third person here, this single person, was not tempted because they've seen something as a bad investment. And I feel like it was this couple, that a Queen and King and Queen of Pentacles, and it's the single person who declined. Or the King of Wands being the single person was declined. Some sort of offer, perhaps from the devil. Or they may... Okay, clarify the King of Wands with the 3 of Swords. Moving to calmer waters. Somebody's walking away, moving to calmer waters. Look. Okay, and somebody's really sad about that. Because somebody, yeah, the 3 in reverse. Somebody might have wanted 3 people to be together. Is that fucking weird or what? People do it, I know, but... Somebody's not working with someone anyway because of this. Clarify the 9 of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Ace of Wands in reverse and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Could be in a younger person. Or somebody who's in poverty. Ace of Wands in reverse. They could be in poverty. This is not good. The tension surrounds the child. And the Ace of Wands in reverse. A bad investment with a child. So somebody walked away from them because the truth came out. Clarify this Ace of Wands and the Page of Pentacles in reverse, please. Clarify this. This is why somebody chose to miss an opportunity. Of the 5 of Swords in reverse. They didn't want to be a part of something here. Ugh, gosh. Ugh, what somebody was doing in the dark. A King of Swords is here. A High Priest is in reverse. Someone didn't use their intuition. They were untempered or untempted. A King of... Yeah, they got Somebody could be stuck or have a new perspective on a 10 of Swords. So somebody might not have used their intuition before, but they were not tempted. Somebody was not tempted so this is why somebody walked away from something. They were not tempted into a situation. Somebody was tempted into a bit of a dark situation, to be bound to this King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. A third person, and it looks like it's coming out as a child. This person has walked away. They're not juggling. They're not jealous, they're not envious, they're not juggling, they don't care, they don't, I feel like they don't even care that they're in poverty. Yeah, they weren't going to be paid for something here. You hearing me? Waiting for their ships to come in now. This is a bit like waiting for the ships to come in, but they don't know what's going to come in. This is like being in limbo, not knowing what's coming next, and it's a child. Clarify this 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, a child, look. And temperance, untempered, untempted. Somebody may have been untempted by a child. Or a child was not tempted by an offer. And that left this King of Wands heartbroken. Or this could be a King of Wands. This could be a grown-up child. Untempted by a child. Or a child was not tempted. It was like pigs, when pigs fly, right, sort of thing. See the little pig up there, the flying pig. Like hell, this person is not going to get involved in somebody's shit here. It was a bad investment. Somebody was tempted to be involved in somebody's bad investment. But they never took the temptation from the devil. They never took whatever that was. They walked away and moved to calmer waters. They were heartbroken over what possibly was offered. They were not tempted by a child. Somebody may have been offered a child. Oh my God. Oh my God. Or the child was given an offer, but that they were not tempted. They chose to move to calmer waters. They seen that it was a bad investment. But they also see here there was a missed opportunity. They weren't going to juggle this situation at all. But this is how somebody was trying to bind somebody to somebody. Somebody was offered a child, and I feel like it was this King and Queen of Pentacles that is under review, that had offered a child to someone to bind them to them. You know how people do that? They then blackmail them. You know what I mean? But this person was offered a child, but they declined. And they were really, really heartbroken by this, but they moved to calmer waters. They were not tempted by this child. They were not going to join in with this coven. This is a coven. Wow, ships coming in, 3 of Wands. Clarify this. So they were seen as unloyal, disloyal. The star is in reverse. So they were not a star because they didn't go along with this plan. Oh gosh, so they didn't become a star because they declined to, wow. Because they declined to take this offer, which was a child. Oh my God. The star, clarify this star. This is what they've been told to communicate. So this is coming out in the future. And then this person can look forward to their love and happiness. But they have to expose this. They have to express themselves. They don't have a choice. Because they're under judgment with this couple. They don't care about being left out of this Emperor in reverse. No lovers. This is weak. Somebody's weakness. They're not in regret for being left out. So this person was not in regret for being left out. They're just actually quite happy that they didn't engage with this weak person. They're not going to be a lover of an emperor. And I feel like this is a masculine energy. Untempted. By someone's offer. Could be a Leo. Either end, either. There could be a Leo here that was either the child or the perpetrator, the King of Pentacles. So there could be Earth sign as well, Capricorn, Taurus, or a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, both. Wow. So, yeah, this was the cause of a lot of tension here. All right, so let me see if I can clarify a little bit about these individuals, all right? So, this is three people under judgment. It's the couple and the third person. The third person is either the child or a person that was offered a child by the couple. Okay, that's what it looks more like. And they declined, and I'm glad they did. They've seen it as a bad investment. I hope that they actually went to the authorities with it. But it's not what I'm seeing at this stage. But it is actually looks like this is under review and under judgment, or they're actually under judgment for this whole scenario. This person has to speak out. They've got no choice. They have to communicate this story. This is what I'm getting. Otherwise, they're going to go under with this couple. And this couple's definitely going to jail. Because they're all about the money, right? And so somebody never became a star. So this could be somebody in the industries, you know what I mean? Like this could have been like a performer or something. Somebody in the industry that missed out on an opportunity because of this scenario, you know? Fuck. Let's take that one. So we've got the star, who could be the child. We'll see if that comes out. We've got the King of Wands, who could be the person that was given the offer. Then we've got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So now we're going to see if we can clarify each one of these individuals. Okay. First of all, we're going to go this King and Queen of Pentacles. Okay, clarify the King of Pentacles. Could be a Leo. The Sun is exposed. Clarify the Sun, please, Spirit. The Sun. Clarify the Sun. Well, it could be a King of Pentacles son, like, because we've got the child. Their son. Clarify. A King of Swords. And a Queen of Wands. Are not together. What does this mean? Clarify this King of Swords. King of Swords coming out as the devil. This could be like an official person of some sort, like a corrupt person. Clarify this Queen of Wands, please. So they're not a couple, or they... Or maybe this is the person that declined. No. Queen of Wands, clarify. A victory. Perhaps, I don't know. This victory, Six of Wands. A Queen of Swords. So, this could be two police officers here or something. So the Queen of Wands got a victory. Possibly over a Queen of Swords, or they became a Queen of Swords. Studious. This, I don't know. Stuck. We've got the Hangman's situation. Clarify the devil. The offer is the devil. So somebody, okay. So the King of Pentacles made the offer possibly to a King of Swords. Could have been somebody who, because they didn't take the offer. They didn't take the offer, and then that was a victory for this Queen of Wands. Because somebody didn't take an offer. They didn't partnership up with this King of Pentacles, and that is that's a victory for the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. I think the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords is the same person. This person could have been undercover, like, you know, because this is giving me two separate energies. Like, this is interesting. This could be how somebody got caught. This was a victory for this Queen of Wands. And this King of Swords. The King of Swords could have also exposed this devil energy with this, you know, and it was the King of Pentacles who could have made this offer to someone who was planted. Wow. Queen of Pentacles, clarify the Queen of Pentacles, please. A tower. This is a tower for the Queen of Pentacles. And the Emperor in reverse. Wow. So I feel this Emperor in reverse is this King of Pentacles. So this is this couple being exposed by this King of Swords who looks like it's a police officer or something. And there's a Queen of Wands who I feel is the Queen of Swords. She got a victory. I feel like this person may have been planted to get this offer from the devil energy, and it was, you know, like it didn't actually come to fruition. Emperor. So it could have been this feminine energy. Ooh, Ten of Swords. That somebody paid or tried to pay somebody to. Ten of Swords, someone here. So clarify the Ten of Swords. Options. Somebody was considering their options, and one of them was to take somebody out. So it could have been that somebody maybe found out about something or something, and then they knew that somebody had information or something, and they wanted to take them out, and the Knight of Swords came. So this could be a police officer again. So I feel like I've got 3 different police officers. So this could have been all set up, you know, to catch a criminal or criminals. Knight of Swords. Clarify this. Knight of Swords. Clarify the Knight of Swords. The information. 8 of Wands. So somebody's talking about this. This person's coming to talk about this. Or somebody's talking. It could be this Queen of Pentacles. Clarify the 8 of Wands. Who's talking? We've got death. Someone's talking about a death. Clarify the death. Juggling. Options. Juggling the options. Juggling the death. How do we do this, you know? Oh my God. Look, longing to take someone out. How do we do this? 2 of Wands. Third party. So they may have paid or tried to pay a third party to do something here. That could have been where they got caught. So somebody was paid, well, they may have paid somebody undercover, but there was no actual partnership, to take out the person who possibly was offered a child, who declined, right? Because, so that's why they needed to get rid of this person, because they weren't of the same they couldn't be tempted. So then they knew, right? So they've offered somebody thinking that they could get somebody, right? King of Wands. So that they could blackmail them with a child, but this person declined. So then they had to try and get rid of that person. So the person did not become a star because they weren't going to do what they were asking them to do, and it could have actually been offering up a child, or being offered a child. They might have been expected to offer up their own child or a child of some sort. They never became a star because they didn't do it, but they were. So somebody could have actually been plotting to get rid of this person because then they know, right? They knew about what these people were doing. So, this is complicated. Wow, this is just crazy shit. This is some crazy shit, right? Okay, hang on. Let's clarify our King of Wands. Clarify the King of Wands, please, Spirit. So this is all this tension. This is where all this pulling and pushing and, stuff going on, this review. A decision. This is a decision. So this person made a decision. What was this decision? The King of Wands. It smells something. They don't regret making a decision that they made. So what was the decision that they made? They never took the offer. Is that what it is? The news, the message. Page of Wands, clarify. They never took the message. A Page of Wands, clarify. Yeah, they never had a victory. Clarify this victory. Six of Wands, Page of Wands. Leo, strength. Is it because they were strong, or this was a Leo? Because we've got King of Wands, could be Leo. And the Lamb is standing out, the thief, the deception. So this could have been, like an undercover person or something. Offering up the lamb. Or it was a setup. Somebody may have, set someone up, offering them a child. And seeing whether they were going to take them. So this person could have been the undercover person offering the lamb. Take it as it resonates. Oh my God. The Nine of Cups. They didn't take the wish fulfillment for the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Devil. I never took the bribe. They never got a victory. Clarify the devil energy. The offer. For the Wheel of Fortune. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Not wounded. So somebody declined an offer. They were not wounded. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles. So they don't regret their action. Somebody's not talking about the offer. No communication about some sort of offer. But this is what they were saying. Someone has to speak out. This person hasn't spoken out about this offer. They declined the offer, but they haven't spoken out about the offer. Clarify the Ace of Wands in reverse. Magic. Somebody refused to do some magic, speaking something out, and that was it. The black magic could have been sex magic. So somebody refused it. Somebody didn't take the offer to do some sort of sex magic. And it was to do with communication. So this devil energy might have paid this person to, this could have been the person that was paid to take someone out with this, magician in reverse. But they haven't spoken about it. They haven't spoken out. But see, a lot of this magic type, this black magic is done with the voice. It's speaking something out, right? This person never spoke out. So they declined the offer for the pentacle. Or they never spoke out about the black magic. They never spoke out about what they were offered to do. But they never got their wish fulfillment of the Wheel of Fortune. Clarify the Nine of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. We've got 9-9 here with the Nine of Wands as well. Yeah, they didn't do it. They didn't partner. Nine of Wands in reverse. A Queen of Swords. They never partnered with a Queen of Swords. Or they never wounded a Queen of Swords. Or they never took an offer from a Queen of Swords. Or they never wounded a Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords was not wounded with the Wheel of Fortune. The offer. This person was not wounded with the offer. Or they didn't take an offer. The deception was the offer. The Magician in reverse and the Eight of Wands. Clarify the Magician in reverse. Tower. They were meant to cause a tower, was it? The Tower. Clarify the Tower. They were no fool. Yeah, they declined something. They were no fool. Queen of Swords. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Juggling. They juggled a Queen of Swords. two pentacles, juggling. Juggling two pentacles. King of Cups. Juggled a Queen of Swords. They never spoke about some magic of this devil energy, this offer to deceive. They never communicated an offer. With the Queen of Swords. How are we going for time? So, a Wheel of Fortune is not wounded. So the Wheel of Fortune is connected to the Queen of Swords, whom somebody did not partner with. Somebody's in no regret because somebody never they made a decision to not partner with somebody. And it could have been to do with some sort of deception with this offer. The Strength card. Clarify the Strength card. Queen of Cups in reverse. Could be in a Leo here. Could be a feminine Leo. Or somebody was in their emotions. They were strong emotions. Somebody may have strong emotions. Somebody may have had strong emotions for somebody, so they never divulged an offer. Because they were no fool, there was a Tower, an injustice. They never took a leap of faith, and there was an injustice. King of Cups. There's something somebody didn't know. Is that how it's supposed to come out? A Page of Swords. Is that supposed to be in reverse? No, it's not. Knowledge. Injustice. Some sort of knowledge was an injustice. Or somebody got some sort of information, see, that somebody didn't speak about. The information, Page of Swords. Well, someone's watching. Someone was watching someone. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Someone had their guard up because they were watching someone. A deceptive offer they didn't speak about. Possibly because they had feelings for a Queen of Cups. They may have defended somebody here from a Queen of Wands and a King of Swords in reverse. Okay, so somebody may have had feelings for somebody and they defended them from possibly this couple. All right. So let's have a look at our Page of Cups. Then we'll look at the star energy in reverse. Clarify this Page of Cups, please, Spirit. Let me put the King of Wands back. Clarify this Page of Cups, the child. There was no love. Yeah, they didn't make that. They didn't take that offer. They did not engage with the child that was offered to them. This was the King of Cups. Tower. Magic. Black magic. Tower. No love. Page of Cups again with the Lovers. That was stable. This is a solid foundation. King of Cups. So this King of Cups could have been quite noble. King of Cups. Clarify. Or they might have just wanted stability for someone here, this child. King of Cups. Queen of Swords. Stability. King of Cups, Queen of Swords. The Tower. Clarify the Tower, please. The Emperor. Somebody's shocked about this Emperor. Magician in reverse. Or the Emperor is shocked about somebody holding back. Magic. Somebody was holding back with magic, or somebody was holding back magic. They may have refused to do magic. Four of Pentacles. The Devil. Somebody held back from the Devil. Oh, thank goodness. Oh my God. Somebody held back from the Devil, the offer. Right? They were watching someone. So this could be a spy. Wow. Clarify the Page of Cups with the Four of Wands. No. There was no, coupling. It was stable. Queen of Swords and the Four of Wands. Judgment. Deception. The Emperor to the Queen of Swords and Judgment. Somebody was unhealed. I said was for some reason. Because this Emperor's in the upright here. Somebody might be shocked that maybe somebody healed from some magic. Because they held back from the Devil. Emperor and the Four of Pentacles. The wounding is in reverse, or this is sometimes not learning a lesson, not being healed, learning a lesson. The Devil, holding back the Devil, the burden. Clarify the Two of Cups, Nine of Cups. Somebody may have had a whole lot of love for somebody. Somebody may have been someone's wish fulfillment, but there was no togetherness here, Judgment. Clarify the Judgment. The Empress and the Ten of Pentacles. That's a very stable person. That was somebody's wish fulfillment. Somebody sees somebody as stable. Clarify the Four of Swords in reverse. But somebody was not healed. There's an injustice that somebody was not healed. Or something is not over. Injustice. Injustice and unhealed. Somebody's single. So somebody stayed single because they were not healed. Someone was not healed. 9 of Wands in reverse. High Priestess in reverse. So this is somebody not using their intuition. They may not have learned a lesson. They weren't using their intuition. High Priestess. So remembering, so somebody's very, very sad because they didn't use their intuition here. Because remember, we're in retrograde. This is somebody reviewing a situation of their journey, the progression of their journey and where these tensions come from. 3 of Wands. 10 of Wands. King of Wands. So this King of Wands is burdened. By this devil energy, this magician in reverse. But I feel like this person's held back with the this is why they held back from an Empress. They were burdened with the devil energy. King of Wands, their wish fulfillment. They're going to communicate, or somebody's got some news. What is this Page of Wands? The news about, here's this. It could be a Page of Pentacles in reverse. This can be a child. This is that child that came out before. It also could be why someone didn't make an offer. Because they were unhealed. They weren't using their intuition. But we've got an Emperor here now. So this could be a King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But what of this child, or this, why someone didn't make an offer? Clarify this Page of Pentacles. I think we've got a couple of different stories going on here. Somebody could have lost a child because we've got the Ten of Swords and the Page, or somebody could have sabotaged somebody's offer. This is, someone could have actually lost a child. Clarify the Ten of Swords with the Page of Pentacles, please. Ten of Swords, Page of Pentacles. That landed over there on the Star in reverse. Somebody's got knowledge of a loss of a child. Or they were watching a child. Watching. Page of Swords. Clarify this Page of Swords. Somebody could have been watching someone's child. Weak. Oh, God. Somebody was watching someone's child because they were weak. Or they were targeting someone's child because they seen them as easy target. Because they seen them as weak. They could have Ten of Swords to child. Watching. Clarify this Strength in reverse with the Page of Swords. No options. What is this? Or this is something that's been seen. No illusions. What is this? 7 of Cups in reverse. 7 of Cups in reverse. Someone not moving on. What is this? Somebody didn't want to move on from someone. Someone was watching someone, could have been watching someone's child because they didn't want to move on. They seen them as vulnerable. They were going to take them out. This person could be the child could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus. Walked away. Somebody could have walked away, 8 of Cups. But someone didn't want to move on when someone walked away. So, what is that coming out? Ace of Wands. Somebody was targeting a child. That was walking away. Somebody vulnerable here with the strength. This is very confusing. Ace of Wands in reverse. There was a lie. There was a lie. This could have been about somebody being, you know, it could have been, this could have been the lie. The lie. Ace of Wands in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. 5 of Pentacles, somebody being left out. Somebody lied because they didn't want to be left out of a situation. Not longing. Somebody could have helped a child. And they held back. So I'm getting this held back. And this is an Emperor in the upright. They didn't wound somebody, but they didn't use their intuition and became sad. And this became a burden because somebody spoke something about 10 of Swords in a child. But I don't feel like... But that was... Somebody was watching somebody's weakness, exposing that somebody didn't want to walk away from someone. They didn't want to be left out in the cold. But it was a lie that somebody had... I can't even say it. It was a lie that somebody said that somebody had penetrated someone. But that's coming out as a lie. Somebody walked away. Because going back to the King and Queen of Pentacles could have said this about someone because, or they could be the ones that had offered this child. Remember, somebody had offered somebody a child and they refused. But somebody could have lied and said this person didn't refuse. Okay? Somebody didn't, they walked away. Interesting. Oh my God. Because that's why somebody didn't become a star. Because they didn't do it. Okay, let's have a look at the star in reverse. I kept getting this card coming out, you know, this star in reverse. I could never understand it. Somebody's not communicating about this. So this is what the communication, it was all about the communication. So we're reviewing, somebody's being under review about their journey and what caused a whole lot of tension with someone here, trying to move forward to gain some sort of balance for their future. They have to communicate what this story is. And this is what's under review, and this is what, yeah. So the star clarifies. So this is what has to be communicated, whatever that lie was. The star and the lie, right? Clarify this, please. The decisions made. The decisions. King of Cups in reverse. Oh, somebody made a decision that a King of Cups was in reverse because he was coming out in the upright before, and the Emperor is in reverse. So this could have been the lie. Somebody was saying that whoever this is in reverse, but he was coming up in the upright before. So someone was lying about the decisions of this King of Cups and this Emperor here. I'm not sure whether this Emperor and King of Cups is the same person or not. Could be two different people. So clarify the star in reverse again, please. Whatever was going on in the dark. Right? Someone's drowning in their emotions. Well, they would be, wouldn't they? Ace of Swords in reverse. Judgment. So there's a lie. Judgment is in reverse. About this lie. So somebody, just getting a decision has been made. Two of Swords, clarify the Two of Swords about a Queen of Cups in reverse and an Ace of Wands in reverse. So now this Ace of Wands is in the upright. I have to plug my phone in because I'm going to run out. So just let me pause for a moment. Sorry about that. I'm hoping that's going to stay there because I've got it propped up. I haven't got my stand or anything with me. So anyway, let's get on with it. So we have a Queen of Cups in reverse and an Ace of Wands. So a decision was made about a Queen of Cups in reverse. A new beginning was made with an Ace of Wands. Passionate. Somebody could have been passionate about a Queen of Wands, or a Queen of Wands made a decision. I mean, a Queen of Cups, it's not a Queen of Wands. Perhaps it is. Or somebody was very emotional and passionate about a decision they made. But this is the lie. Okay, so this Queen of Cups is the one who told the lie. They were very passionate and emotional about what they were saying about somebody did something in the dark. But this is a lie. The Judgment is reversed. The Judgment is wrong. Clarify this King of Cups in reverse. There's balance here. There's something is over. Or somebody wanted to end somebody's finances. This King of Cups is broke, or they wanted to end somebody's finance. Well, now they want to, or this is over. Something could be over here with the King of Cups, and they want to balance out some pentacles. I'm not sure about that. We'll come back to that. But what's this Emperor in reverse? The Emperor in reverse, please. Because this is the star, right? In reverse. So somebody never became a star because of this whole scenario. We have a King of Swords in the upright. This is somebody with integrity. This is an honest person. But this is the Emperor in reverse. So somebody could be saying that somebody is an Emperor in reverse, but this person's actually a King of Swords in the upright. This person's got integrity, but because, so this person was being seen as a bad guy, but he's not. This is why somebody didn't become a star, or they didn't become the Emperor. They never became the Emperor because they didn't take the offer. This person had integrity. Or this person could be an Aquarius, or a Gemini, or a Libra. This person could be an official person. It could be a police officer, it could be a lawyer, it could be a doctor. King of Swords, clarify this King of Swords, please, with the Emperor. Yeah, they had their guard up. They had their boundaries up. Somebody had their boundaries up. I feel this person was in the upright. So the lie was coming from this Queen of Cups because they were passionate and over-emotional about the decision they made to take this. This was wrong judgment. This was wrong judgment because judgment is here in the reverse with the Ace of Swords in reverse. So we'll clarify the judgment in reverse, please. Wounded warrior. They were wounded. So this could be somebody that was like jealous, or, you know, like the woman scorn type thing. The wounded warrior. Clarify the Nine of Wands. Player. They're a player. They didn't want conflict, but they were a player. So they'd done something in the dark. So they played their hand. Let's look, the moon, clarify the moon. No love. So there was, see, there was no, hang on, Ace of Cups in reverse. No burden, no love, no burden. Devil. They were not burdened by the devil, the temptation. The devil in the dark. Queen of Wands. So this is this woman's scorn thing. This is how they played it. Because they didn't, because this man refused the love in the dark, they never became the star. And this person pretty much set them up. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. The victory. So when this is all over, this King of Cups wants to balance out some pentacles because they've got a victory here over this whole situation. So this is the ascension for someone. But they've had to communicate this whole scenario. The review, the retrograde review. So clarify the Seven of Wands, please. The Two of Wands. So somebody wants to keep their boundaries in place. Clarify the Two of Wands, or they're longing for somebody. Two of Wands. They don't want to be left out in the cold. So somebody here that no longer wants to be left out in the cold. Three of Cups. 10 of Cups in reverse. So they don't want to be left out in the cold, maybe out from a family. 10 of Cups in reverse. So somebody may have been left out of their family. So now we have communication and walking away. So somebody may have communicated they're walking away from their family. So somebody could have done this to their own family member. Somebody didn't want to, but they are walking away. Clarify the Six of Wands. Two of Cups. Is it in the upright or not? It's coming out sideways. So somebody might be contemplating maybe a partnership. I'm getting that these two people are two different people now. Two of Cups. Holding back. So somebody's still holding back, or somebody's holding back from a partnership. Nine of Cups, their wish fulfillment, the Hierophant, and jail. Or someone's no longer in their head about, I don't know, this organisation or something, this or religious person or something is in reverse. Or it could have been that coven leader. I feel like somebody here's got a lot of love to give, or they're just holding back, because I feel like there's something unsettling in there. I think this might be just like, after going through all this, they feel like discombobulated or something about how they feel. So they're in two minds. It's like they're holding back, like, because the Two of Cups is kind of coming out sideways. They might want to, I think that they've got lots of love here, but they're like confused. It could be just all this drama that they've got to balance out the pentacles here, but they do have this victory. Over whatever this whole story is. So take it as it resonates for you. I'm interested in it. Who's this Queen of Wands here, the Devil energy? So because somebody didn't play along with someone's game, they didn't become a star. That's why they came out in reverse. It looked like they were, oh, hang on, look, I'm going to have to stop right here. Sorry, end it.